We're very happy to have you here. And we're ready to do a show. So enjoy your time with us today as it begins in 3, 2, 1.
The tree in Nebuchadnezzar's dream was still thriving and grew underground, as in all internet connections with iPhones, as the fruit. This will be destroyed later. And I'm not sure. It doesn't say that in the Bible.
I think we've made it even more perfect. Come on.
This is Scott Fletcher, and I approve this podcast. This is the Morning Stream.
Hey, everybody. Good morning. Welcome back to TMS for Wednesday, July 15th, 2020. Scott Johnson here. Brian Ebbett there. Good morning.
Hello to you and everybody and all the ships at sea.
Yes. Hey, Fletcher approving this podcast reminded me.
Yes.
Are the podcast forward people, whatever, are they doing anything this year? Are they doing like a virtual
podcast movement?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing a virtual podcast movement event.
Yeah. When's that happening? Just curious.
October 19th.
Okay. All right. This is some sort of streamy deal.
It looks like that.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see. I'm just confirming because I'm not 100% sure.
Podcast movement events. Here
I kind of wrote it off after COVID started. Like, okay, well, this is definitely going to be a year that I don't go to the podcast movement.
Yeah. Plus, they stopped doing the I don't know what I did to everybody, but I was in the year of the last time they gave the Lifetime Achievement stuff out.
Yes, Hall of Fame, not
Hall of
Lifetime
Fame. Sorry, I was mixed those up.
Still have a lot of lifetime left.
Yeah, we do. Hall of Fame thing, and then they stopped doing it. It's like, yeah, we don't want to do this anymore. We got Johnson in here. Forget it.
They have not made it virtual yet. It's still listed as a Dallas October 19th through the 22nd event.
No way. That's
However,
happening.
their list of featured speakers is still 4 empty spots.
Yeah. I'll bet you it's just not happening, period.
Yeah, it's funny that they're not. You'd think that they would update this to say, we're aware of COVID. We're trying to decide if we're going to make this virtual. There's no mention of it at all. So it's like.
Maybe they're just out. They're just like, yeah, we're not doing anything.
Maybe.
Could be.
Yeah.
They never said.
You never know. It's true.
Never got my trophy, or did I?
You did. You totally did.
Did I? Have I held that up?
The big tall glass thing. Yeah.
I don't remember what I got.
The spiky top.
No, I don't remember. Okay, now all I know now is
you've held it up on the show. I know we've all seen it. It's
this is all.
It's like got a star on top. It's glass and it's really it's a good weapon, is what it is.
Yeah, maybe that's where I've got it in my weapon closet or something right now.
It could be it. Yeah.
This is now my new favorite.
That's your new trophy right there.
That's my new trophy. Disgusting.
Denture.
Gross.
Mug Saran.
Oh, he made some clarifications. So I guess the teeth are made of Sculpey.
Oh, they are. God, that's even better.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. I guess that he said something on the YouTube comments, and I'm still a little bit confused. So he'll give us some clarification, but it's still my favorite thing of the week. Thanks for sending that, man. All right, so lots going on, stuff to talk about. I wanted to give a quick belated rapid fire birthday shout out to some people in our community. People we would normally make a big deal out of, although Brian has done songs for some of these and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But belated happy birthday to some big community members like Greg Skinner.
Yep, TVZ
Gun in the chat. Amazing dude, great photographer, just a cool guy, good dad, all those things. Yeah, Jocelyn Moffat, friend of the program, been around the community forever. It's her birthday.
Plays some WoW card game or something.
Yeah, some kind of piddly ass stupid card game.
Yeah, that nobody's ever heard of.
Yep. So there's that. That was yesterday, and then Amy Frost her birthday's today. Competitor and winner of season 1, was it?
Season 1.
Yeah, season 1, not season 2. And Alex Albisu, almost winner of season 1.
Runner-up of season 1.
Yeah, that weird voice of his. Just kidding. Alex, happy birthday.
Yeah, I had no idea that those two had the same birthday, which is just absolutely crazy that they were winner and runner-up for the first season.
Yep, and they share a birthday. It's crazy. And another shout-out to another year with Gary from Lot B. I know that was
played a song for him last week, but still,
it's a while ago.
Gary, formerly of Lantronix.
Yep.
Forever will he be known as Gary, formerly of Lantronix.
Yep. He will never be known as anything else. Anyway, you guys all deserve to have fantastic birthdays, and I hope you all did. All right. This made me laugh. I got a message from somebody.
Yeah.
J, a.k.e. Fink G4. I assume that's his
that's
chat.
his handle in chat. And it's funny that he spread it out like that, because we've done that before where we've seen that name in chat and we go, Finkafor, or something like that. Well,
it's hard to pronounce, right?
Mess around with it. So I'm glad he spelled it out.
My wife just brought me a lovely tea.
Oh, look at that. It looks green, so it must be matcha.
Matcha green tea. Thanks, dear. All right. So here's what he said. He said, hey, I thought that was funny and accurate. Karen stands for, and then he's got words for each letter of the name Karen. K, know your rights. A, accuse everyone. R, request the manager. That's a good one.
Yes.
E, escalate to the authorities. And N, neglect reason. Love the show, though, Jay. I like that. That's pretty great.
Too funny.
Yeah.
Too funny.
So I heard from an actual...
And if you're out there, if you're a Karen, sorry.
I heard from an actual Karen. I got an email from a Karen who was very nice, and she says, yeah, it's a little rough right now because everyone just kind of teases me, but they all know I'm not part of the problem, so I'm okay with my name being used this way as long as... What it is it's not that if your name is Karen, you're automatically a Karen. You have to show your behavior to be called a Karen, but there are plenty of Karens who don't have that behavior, and that means so the name means nothing on them. So it's actually kind of working out. According to her, it's working out fine.
That is the healthiest attitude you could possibly have about that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I kind of agree. And then we got a great idea.
Okay. Ooh, I like ideas.
Did I not get their name? Crap. Hold on. They didn't leave their name. Okay. Well, no name.
Oh, anonymous, great idea.
Yeah, anonymous, great idea. Came in and said, Scott and Brian, I'm right with you with needing something other than current events to watch or listen to. Recently, through another podcast, I discovered the podcast Presidential. It is a 45 episode long. Each episode is 40 to 50 minutes, covering every single presidency. Great listen if you're doing artwork. He says, I listen in paint, she or he. I don't know. I just don't have their name. No, that sounds great because I was talking about.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I was reading, doing some history reading, and I went on a deep dive yesterday about King Louis, the last king of France, and how things went for that dude. Did not go well. Put it that way.
And it's good because we know a lot about the famous ones, right? And the recent ones. But, what do we know about James K. Polk other than he was Napoleon of the Stump, Napoleon of the South, Napoleon of the Stump?
Sure.
Like that.
We don't know a lot, do we?
I mean, I know what we know. I mean, I know what I know because of They Might Be Giants, but even that is not really nearly enough information. So this is really cool.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I'm going to go back and listen to this because I don't know much about, like you mentioned, Polk, but I don't know much about, like, Andrew Jackson.
Arthur.
Or any of those names that you barely
Garfield,
know.
Or James Garfield, or...
Who was the one that had a heart attack in the office? Taft. Was it Taft?
Yeah, I think it was Taft.
Like, who knows anything about Taft? Nobody. I don't know what Taft did. What is Taft doing?
I know. I know he had a special bathtub put into the White House because he was kind of thick.
Yeah, he was thick with two C's, baby. He was big. Mm-hmm. Big boy. Yeah,
so this is a really cool idea. I like this idea of checking this out. So
all right. Well, speaking of history, both recent and far, Brian does a show every Wednesday called Coverville where he covers music from different artists from different eras and stuff like that. Because we have a thing at the top of the news thing here, I thought we'd give you a shot now. So tell me, Brian, what today is happening on Coverville?
Let me tell you. Celebrating 2 birthdays today on Coverville. Beck Hansen, otherwise known as Beck, turned 50 earlier this month.
50.
And Jack White of the White Stripes, the Raconteurs, amazing writer, producer, as well as solo musician and member of groups. He turned 45 earlier this week. So Beck and Jack, we're going to do sets for Beck and Jack today. I'm guessing we're probably going to have a cover of Loser, and I'm guessing we're probably going to have a cover of Seven Nation Army. Those two things we know are true.
Yeah, those are their big hits. Did they ever collaborate, these two? Or
not that I know of,
okay.
which is surprising because they're kind of both in that. They're both in that circle of like indie creativity, wanting to try new things, and certainly not shy about doing some cool collaborations. So if they have done any collaborations, I am unaware of what they are.
Only 5 years apart too, so
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Beck was bobbling around like a weirdo toddler when Jack was just a wee baby. So
that's right, exactly.
I'm gonna take it back. I don't know what the words are, but man, every time I see the name Jack, I just think of that song. So,
I think the lyrics are "I'm going to Trader Joe's."
Oh, I'm going to Trader Joe's. There's nothing gonna make me pay more, or whatever. I don't know how it goes. They got peanut butter. I always think of peanut butter at Trader Joe's for some reason. I don't know.
Really, I think of $2 Chuck, which is now $3 Chuck, which is their wine that's actually not bad for being a $3 bottle of wine.
Oh, I thought that was going to be meat or something. $2 Chuck.
No, $2 Chuck. Nope.
Oh, okay. That explains why I've never heard of it. I don't partake.
Yeah,
Brian.
You would not partake in the wine.
Yes.
You partake in the Chuck.
Yes, I'm a teetotaler. Look at me totaling tea right here. I'm totaling it.
Yeah.
Oh, I chipped the.
I'm almost out of coffee here.
Chipped the film sack mug. I'm super sad about this.
Oh no, that's what happens when you throw it at your assistant.
Did you ever get one of these, by the way?
I did. I certainly did.
Oh, okay, good. With the big.
I haven't chipped mine. I took care of mine.
It's got a little popcorn guy on the side. Yeah, you took care. My wife did it. She dropped it out of the thing and it broke.
Oh.
But it's still good. Still good.
I have a thing coming today from Stamps, and I'm hoping it's my TMS mask. I'm hoping.
Oh, sweet.
Against hope.
That probably is correct. I hope so as well. I hope the Ibbot ones are on their way because they took longer for some reason. I don't know why. But
yeah, you got to get the face just right on that one.
Yeah, got to make sure you're okay there. Anyway, thanks for all your feedback and stuff, you guys. We love these emails. We love starting the show with some of them. If you want to send them in, themorningstream@gmail.com. Yeah.
And just to clarify, Coverville today, twitch.tv/Coverville, 1 p.m. Mountain Time, the only time zone that still matters.
Yeah, it still matters the most. We know that. You know that. We all know that.
Yeah.
All right. It's Wednesday. That means another version of the great Battle Royale is upon us. And for us to do that, we have to call our pal Brian Dunaway and play with him in the most innocuous way possible.
Right, yes.
So now, this. Time for Battle Royale, starring Brian Dunaway, who's not here yet. He hasn't answered the call.
Oh no, answer the call.
Answer the call, Brian. You're messing with our production.
We have the rings of ringage on there.
It's not happening. All right,
The rings of ringage.
I'm going to pause and then do a ring. Let's see what happens here. Usually he's right on the money. Did
you sign up for that NBC Peacock yet, Scott?
No. Have you? Are you doing that?
I did. I signed up. I've got it set up. One of the things I really like about it is that it includes, well, if you pay for the $4.99 version, it includes English Premier League soccer games live.
Oh, you get a little sports going there. Okay.
A little sports going.
Oh, hello, Brian Dunaway. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Hey, what's going on? It's nice to have you on the show. Hey, did you get the Peacock?
Hey.
Are you on another streaming service? How are you feeling about that? You want the Peacock?
What are you talking about? TikTok?
No, Peacock. It's a new
the Peacock. Yeah, I saw something like a headline about that. Hold on one second. I'm having trouble hearing everything.
Oh, weird.
Oh, no.
Every time
there's a free version of it that's got a lot of stuff. But
there we go.
Oh, there is a free version. I didn't know that.
There's a free version. There's free $4.99 and $9.99 a month.
Interesting.
Free gets you binge watch the series that they say you can binge watch.
Yeah.
It's not everything. Then you go up a level and it's all the NBC stuff, all the Bravo stuff. I can't remember.
Probably TBS, all that stuff together in there. Whatever station.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Yep.
And then what's the $9.99 get me?
All of the same stuff that the $4.99 one gets you, but no ads. And I've yet to see how intrusive the ads are. I know that with some things it's like, oh God, okay, I will just pay to get rid of these ads. But
any of it live? No live content like news or anything? or sports?
Well,
sports,
yes, because the English they have a lot of sports. The Premier League, Road to Tokyo sports documentaries. I don't see live though.
Not live
Oh,
sports.
maybe on the news. I take that back. The Today Show you can watch live. Lester Holt on NBC Nightly News.
Okay. All right. So they got some. That's interesting. I'm always interested in seeing what these
Meet the Press,
networks
Dateline,
do.
NBC. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
So
okay.
cool.
So $4.99 seems like a pretty good deal. Oh, hi, Brian. Hi. Hey, we were just here.
You're.
Yeah, we were just here discussing, various streaming services. One of them called
Right. I was going to
Peacock.
try to chime in, but I haven't read any of that stuff. I am in limbo right now. Someone close to me tested positive for COVID-19, and as a result, I am house bound. I have some quarantine. I have to go get tested myself. I was already having some allergy issues, which I deal with every year, and of course, some of those correspond to some of the symptoms of COVID-19. So,
yep. Are you gonna
at home.
Are you gonna go? What kind of test you getting? Do you know yet? Like a.
Oh, it's not the antibodies test. It's the are you active?
Right.
COVID-19.
So they're gonna
let me swab your nose.
Is it gonna be the deep one?
There's a new saliva test that's supposed to be even better than the nose test.
I would love that because I am not looking forward. Have you ever had a flu swab? You know it's no fun.
No.
Yeah.
It's not good.
I know. I've talked to some people and I've heard that oddly, I've heard of some test where they swab both nostrils with the same Q-tip, and I'm like, the science is kind of joined at the back there. I mean, there's really no advantage
if
to
one nostril
poking you
has
in
it,
one side.
Wouldn't the other one automatically have it?
Yeah.
I don't really think poking you on both sides of the back of the sinus is probably going to yield a different result. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Crimson Neon in the chat room said he had the saliva test. He or she had the saliva test.
Oh, awesome! I want to go there.
Yeah, I want to spit in a bucket. That's what I want.
Spit in the tube and done. And it's they're saying it's more accurate than the nasal test.
Ooh, it sounds more disgusting though, doesn't it?
Hopefully they don't. Oh, really?
Could you clean my ears while you're in there?
Spitting in a tube just sounds gross. I don't know why. Is it a clear tube?
I live in the South, and I am always amazed by the saliva control most people around here have. They can hawk up a loogie, do whatever they want to. I have always had trouble mustering up any type of spit, and if I do, I always end up spitting on myself and go, gross.
I gross. Kind of envied those kids in high school who could go.
Yeah.
Pull up a lug.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, that's gross.
Bunch of jerks. I could never do it.
That is the most foul thing. Oh my gosh.
It really is. Yeah.
Well, all right. I'm glad that you're going to get tested, and you let us know and keep us informed. Hopefully, all is well.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't make out with this person or anything weird, right?
Absolutely not.
All right.
Absolutely not.
Good.
So
Good.
we're gonna see how it goes.
All right. Well, keep us informed. We have a contestant on the line to play a little game with us today. This will be a nice distraction for you. Hi. Thanks for holding so long. Who's this?
Hey, this is Trey from Memphis.
Hello, Trey
Also,
from Memphis.
B9 Ender in the chat.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Good to have you here. How's Memphis these days?
Trey.
How's life in Memphis?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Solid, 90 degrees every day.
Yeah. Humid, a little humid there where you live. My wife was born in Memphis. Side note, she was. Everyone always says, "Oh, she was born in Mississippi." Nope, born in Memphis, but then immediately moved to Mississippi and then grew up there. But
surely there's a song called "Born in Memphis."
Born in Memphis,
right? Yeah.
Country song.
If not a title, then there has to be something in the lyrics.
Yeah, there has to be something there.
There's walking in Memphis, but I don't know about being born in Memphis.
Funny enough, I'm a big 6'4" white guy that's pasty, just like Scott, and my wife is also named Kim. So,
no way.
Interesting.
Yeah, it freaked me out a little
It's
bit.
the Kims.
Well, stay out of the sun, dude. I know how it goes for guys like us. We do not tan well. But it's good to have you here. Brian here, who is also very white, will now explain to us the rules of the other Brian. You actually, I don't know, Dunaway can hold a tan. I've seen it.
I am part Indian. In part, I mean like 1/32 or something. I mean, it's small.
A dot, not feather, like.
No, American. I'm sorry, Native American. I am.
you.
I have extra points on my molars and teeth that indicate that I have Cherokee in me.
My wife also has Cherokee blood, and she also tans wonderfully as a result. The rest of us, me and the kids, were all blessed with the Norwegian horrible skin, and we burn. We just burn.
I feel like we're learning a lot about each other now. We're finding that we're more alike than we are different.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what's going on?
Yeah, that's what's happening.
I thought we were playing like some kind of trivia thing.
Well, there's that too.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah. But we need Brian Ibbett to explain it first. Brian, how does that work?
Sure. So, Trey from Memphis, I'm going to be giving Scott and Brian a topic. They're going to go back and forth giving me answers that fit that topic. If one of them gives a wrong answer or a repeated answer or they take too long to come up with an answer, the one is going to go to the other player. Your job is to predict who's going to come out on top based on today's topic. Today, you are playing for a carryover prize that's lasted 2 whole Battle Royales and is just snowballing down this hill. It is going to contain Bumblebee on Voodoo, Mad Max Fury Road on Voodoo, Battle Chases Night War, Fell Seal Arbiter's Mask, and we're adding Outcast Second Contact.
Oh,
so this is a ever growing prize package.
I listened to Outcast this morning. It was great.
Did you go, hey, yeah?
hey,
Yeah, I did actually. True story. I did do the Hey Ya, and then I went with the Obadiah Parker version as well.
That's also a good version.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That is the happiest sad song ever
really is.
recorded, as according to a friend of mine. It's all about it's about divorce. It's about breaking up, but it's done in such a happy way you just can't help but dance.
And all of those,
I know. I followed that up with Sorry Miss Jackson. Also,
oh, that's a good one.
another sad one.
What about The Whole World?
Are all those?
I didn't get that far.
The world loves it when you make that sound.
I don't know that song at all. That's news.
Oh,
to me.
really?
No. Hey, all those games are on Steam, right? Those are all Steam codes, just for the record?
Well, there's 2 on Voodoo.
Well, yeah, not the movies.
Humble Bundle, 1 on Steam, and this one has a t.co link to it, so I don't know where
Humble Bundle is usually activated on Steam.
Yeah, those are
Sometimes
almost
on
always Steam
other
codes.
services, but usually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually just take the link and then it'll say, ready to reveal your Steam code? Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Anyway. All right, cool. Well, now we need a topic, don't we?
A topic? Well, I'll give you a topic. Rob Usden sent this one in. I believe that's how you pronounce it. There were 27 animated shows that aired on MTV in the 20 years from 1991 to 2011. MTV was like starting to get into animated programming, both kind of standard and irreverent, and they released 27 of them on their network.
Jeez, that's a lot more than I would have thought.
It's a lot more.
Yeah, me too. I can
think
that's what I was thinking. That's a lot more than I would have thought.
Yeah.
I mean, because they had like a lot of variety shows where they had like
Ooh, don't say that one.
That spawned other ones, but
don't say that one because that might be an answer.
Say that one.
Yeah, I was trying to keep it. Yeah,
exactly.
Save it for the show.
27 of these. We want to know how many you can name. Trey, hearing their confidence, the fact that they both up on this stuff. Yeah. Who do you think is going to win, and who do you want to go first?
Well, I'm not feeling much confidence from either one, but I think I've got something that'll give Scott an edge.
All right.
I've never seen Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh.
So I'm picking Scott to win and Brian to go first.
Okay, good. This is a great opportunity.
Right.
I want him to see Mad Max Fury Road.
I like going first and don't like going first because going first means you could always misinterpret the question. So I'm going to ask Ibbett to make sure that you say animated cartoons that premiered or featured on MTV during what time period again?
1991 to 2011.
Okay, but if it was prior to that, it's okay as long as it was running during that time period.
Good question. That's a great question. Actually, that may affect one of my answers.
Everything that I'm seeing on this list premiered during that window.
All right, well, we go one just in case I screw it up, and that way we can mulligan. If not, hopefully. Sure. So I'm going to go with Beavis and a Boothead.
That's a really good one to start with. Yes, 1993 to 1997, then resurgence in 2011, and then another resurgence coming soon to an MTV near you.
For the millennials.
I wonder if he needs.
Thanks a lot, Viacom.
I wonder if he still needs teepee for his bunghole. I wonder if that's still a problem. All right. Beavis and Butthead's a good call. Let's do the spinoff from that show. We'll do a spinoff called Daria. How about that? Daria.
There you go.
Yes, Daria, 1997 to 2002. That's where Janine Garofalo was created in a lab based on that show. So
You're not wrong, dude.
based on material from that program.
Yeah.
So they had a couple of variety shows that were my favorite. Are those also considered in there, like variety shows of
series that?
Okay, it was a series then. Okay, it was a series, a feature animation. Then I'm going to go with Liquid Television.
That's a good one to go with. 1991 to 1994 Liquid Television, which was its own thing, but I think also may have spawned other things. That
it definitely.
Well, yeah,
did.
Beavis and Butthead started there. There was a Beavis and Butthead short.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a huge surgence of animated shorts during the 90s that were these
Freaking
great
loved
animation
it.
festivals that were
Loved it.
amazing.
It was my
Amazing.
favorite time
Great
for
time.
that stuff. It was so good.
Right.
This is totally my jam. It's just a matter of how many are like 27 is so much more than I would have thought. But
Really, I know.
Yeah.
all right, I remember one that started as I think as an Image comic. Those early Image days called The Max or Max.
The
MAXX.
Max.
Yep.
Big purple dude.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely the Max. There it is right there. 1995 it aired.
That's a cool. It didn't last very long, but it was cool.
Did not last very long, but it was
Last a
cool.
season?
And I think
Maybe?
just one season, surprisingly.
Yeah, I love the
There's
comic book.
There's no range on this, so I think it was just 1995. Yeah.
Right. I'm going to go with Ion Flux, which we've seen on Film Sack, the non-animated version.
Shoot, they
based
did do
on
a
animation.
thing. They made
And
a
come
series.
from Liquid TV.
Yeah.
Yep, and also only lasted one season in 1995. Aeon Flux.
I forgot
At
they
the-
did a
at the-
season. Dang it.
At the end of each one of those, she would always have to see how things ended, even though she was falling to her death usually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Love that
Okay.
little hook.
I remember seeing that back in the day, but actually this one is saying first shown in 1991, so it must have appeared first on
Liquid TV
television.
Yeah, it was on Liquid TV for a while
there it
before
is.
they had a
Yep.
full season.
Before
Yeah.
the full season. Yes.
Oh, Aeon Flux, yeah, heck yeah.
5 individual short episodes, a 6-part serial of short films on Liquid Television, followed in 1992 by 5 individual short episodes, and then you got a season of 10 half-hour episodes in 1995.
Yeah, amazing
Wow.
show.
Yeah, it was really
Amazing
good.
show.
I loved it. Okay. I mean, basically, you know that thing that was on Netflix? What was that called here recently? Ish?
Yeah, let's go ahead and tell them some answers.
No, hold on. What was that called?
You're talking about Love Robots.
Yes.
Death Love
Oh,
Robots?
yeah. That's a
Yeah,
good
that
comparison.
was like
Yeah.
a comeback of this sort of thing, and
It totally was.
I could go for
Kinda
more
like
of
the
this.
The Icon Spike film festivals,
Yeah.
or Spike and Ike, or whatever they're called.
I could go for so much more of that. All right. Oh gosh. There was the one called.
Oh dear.
Oh my dear.
Oh goodness. Oh no.
Did Celebrity Deathmatch count as an
Of
animated?
course it did. Of course it did, because it's
course
it's
it's
stop motion
animated.
animation.
Oh.
Celebrity Deathmatch 1998 to 2002,
match.
and then back in 2006. Fits the criteria.
Okay.
Fits the criteria. There's another one, and I can never remember if it started on Image Comics or if it spawned out of Liquid TV or if it was both, but it was a really weird one, and it was called The Head, and this guy had this giant enormous head, and it was such a weird. I tried to watch it for a while.
I remember that. It was too weird. Too weird.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, it reminded me like of Joe's Apartment in its kind of humor styling. I don't know if you remember that as well, but
Yes, The Head, 1994 to 1996. That thing ran.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember it. I'm sure if I see. Oh yes, yeah, because he had like the enormous,
giant gross head.
Yes, right.
Yeah, the head was weird.
That was another one that started on.
And I have one more, and that's it. That I
Okay,
can remember off the top of my
Oh.
list. Scott gives me some kind of
Hope Scott
clue.
doesn't steal it.
Well,
Yeah.
my problem with the one I'm about to say is I don't remember the era, so I hope this fits. I think it has to for the number you've given, but I think Clone High was in there. It was like a
Clone High was in there. Yep,
Okay.
Clone High
Where's
USA,
Clone High?
2003. I don't remember Clone High at all.
I don't remember that at all. What was that?
I remember watching that when Nick was very little. I'd sit and hold him and watch this. That's the only reason I remember it. It was a high school with a bunch of kids. It was really dark. and I think they were. I don't remember where the clone part came from, but I remember it being really.
I'm looking at it now. They were clones of Abraham Lincoln, Joan of Arc, Mahatma Gandhi, John F. Kennedy, and Cleopatra.
Yep.
So it was like a send up of Beverly Hills 90210 with historical figures, clones of historical figures as the.
Yeah, and it was very irreverent, as my memory serves.
Totally, yeah. It looks like who's the Johnny? Got the big pompadour animated series.
Oh,
Johnny Bravo.
I love
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo is who you're thinking
Johnny
of.
Bravo.
I love Johnny Bravo.
And it looks a lot like that style of animation. I'm looking at it right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very popular there for a little while.
Yep.
Johnny Bravo, not an MTV cartoon.
No, and that's why I brought it up. Cause,
yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to go with another variety show, which was more anime-based, and it was Cartoon Sushi.
Cartoon Sushi. Yep. That's another anthology one, I think. 1997 and 1998 Cartoon Sushi.
And I'm out. So Scott, you pick something good or give me some kind of clue?
Because I've only got one more, and I don't even know if it's right because I think this might be Adult Swim I'm thinking of. And by the way, Adult Swim sort of destroyed MTV's hold on this sort of weird market.
They really did.
And they still do to this day. All right, there was a thing called the Brothers Grunt.
There was a thing called the Brothers Grunt. Yeah, 1994 to 1995. I don't remember that one either.
Was that MTV? Was that MTV then? It was. Okay.
That was MTV.
Oh.
Yep, and it was it qualifies.
All right, I don't remember a damn
Looking
thing
it up
about
right
it.
now.
I just remember the name.
It's on my list, but that's disturbing looking.
It was weird, as I recall.
Yeah.
It was very weird. But again, that thing in my head though crosses over into Adult Swim, like what are those hillbilly things?
Squid
Billies.
I could see.
Holy crap! We know way too much about this, don't we?
I know.
This looks. This is really disturbing looking, veiny.
Yeah.
Like Ren and Stimpy, veiny, pale white people artwork.
Yeah, it's really weird. Really weird. But I was fascinated by this kind of thing, and I loved it. And I think Dunaway and I both have a mind for this sort of thing, so this is a fun topic.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is all I used to watch back in the day.
Yeah.
Looks a little bit like R. Crumb kind of stuff.
Yeah,
all right,
a little bit.
Right.
A little bit. You know what it's like?
I know what it reminds me of. Trigger anything?
This is what it reminds me of.
It didn't do anything because I don't remember much about that at all. It seems like I remember there being, like, when they did the Max, there was another Image cartoon too, but I can't remember if they just ran it on Liquid TV, but I can't recall the name of it. I can really don't know.
I think I only know one more too.
I don't know.
This might be if a player takes too long to answer, we might actually.
I mean, Viacom had Spike TV, and it kind of ran the new Ren and Stimpy, or it was.
What a nightmare that was!
I can't really.
Don't remind me. I was so excited about that.
Trying to stay in the Viacom area of cartoons, and I can't think of anything else that came out of there. Jeez. How many did we have? 27?
Yep.
27, and you guys have gotten 9 of them. 1/3.
Holy Moses.
Yeah.
There must have been a lot of trash I didn't watch.
You'll hear a couple of these names and go, oh, yeah, but some of these are just like, wow, I don't remember this thing at all.
I'm trying to remember if the original Bob's Burgers creator did something, and I'm trying to remember if it ever aired on MTV. I can't remember the name of it anyway. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. I don't think it's on there. Well, I don't want to give you any ideas,
either.
but I don't think it's on there.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with Space Jam the cartoon on MTV.
Incorrect.
How about Dr. Katz?
Dr. Katz?
No, that was what was that? Was that HBO?
That may have been HBO. I can't remember, but
Comedy Network. I just can't remember.
The Squiggle Vision stuff that came out of that after like home movies. That was.
For some reason, doesn't Daria and Dr. Katz have some kind of connective tissue, or is there some kind of thing that
maybe a voice actor?
I don't know. I'm weirdly connecting it, I suppose.
So let me try. I have one more. I think I've had.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure on the name, so I'll just say it. There was something called, and this may have been early aughts, so it still counts. So I think it was called The Graduates.
Graduates, never heard
The Graduates. Do I have that?
Never heard of that.
I'm looking in my list, and I'm not seeing
some collegey thing.
Yeah.
Graduates, graduating.
Oh, undergrad.
Oh, undergrads.
Undergrad.
Just D.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Lightning.
Had you said that, I would not have given it to you. But I
phew.
would have let you,
Him and Haw.
work on it for a little bit before.
Right.
Oh, we dodged that bullet then there. Listener who I forgot. Oh, Trey's on there.
From Memphis.
Trey from Memphis. We
Here are the other.
Oh, go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
Here are the other ones you guys could have said. The Adventures of Chico and Guapo. DJ and the Fro. Friday, the animated series.
Oh, Friday ABC. I do remember that.
Yeah, that one I remember. Fur TV. Downtown.
Wait. Fur TV.
Yeah, Fur TV.
Not,
that one.
not Furt TV. Not
Furt.
Remember the name.
Yeah. That's my show.
Downtown. Good Vibes. Jean-Claude Lethargic. Migraine Boy.
No.
Popzilla.
None of these.
Okay.
Who?
Popzilla.
Okay.
No.
That was like parodies of famous celebrities. This one, Spider-Man, the new animated series, premiered on MTV 2003. Yeah, it was the one.
I thought Fox had all those.
No,
like the Fox Kids thing.
MTV had this one, and it was actually really good, really well done. Spy Groove, Station Zero, Stevie and Zoya, Super Adventure Team, 3 South undergrads, as Scott said, and Where My Dog's At.
Where My Dog's At?
I would have never pulled not a single one of those.
No, I was out.
Never would have pulled none of those.
I was clearly out. In fact, what won this round, absolutely won this round, Trey, was that you picked me to go first, or Brian to go first. Yeah, that's what did it. So well done. Your strategy worked. How do you feel about your grand win?
Feel pretty good. My heart rate went skyrocket halfway through. I don't know why.
Oh no, I've backed the wrong horse.
Yeah, you got to look at that watch that you're wearing and see how your heart rate's doing. We're happy to give you this prize package because it's gotten too big for its own good, and now we can finally unload and send it your way. So here's what you have to do: send Brian Ibbott an email, coverville@gmail.com. He will send you all these links and codes and everything to get you going. And when you've watched Mad Max Fury Road, you are required to let me know through whatever means necessary. Email, find me on Twitter, whatever, call into the show, whatever. Let me know what you think of that movie, all right? That's our deal.
Especially if you don't like it.
Yeah. Especially if you hate it. If you really hate it, I want to know. I really, truly want to know.
Yes.
By
the way,
a 3-page essay on your desk.
Okay, yes, please.
Yeah,
like all the paperwork on my desk by Monday, no later. Sorry, Brian, you were saying. What were you saying?
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Spider-Man, the animated series, the one on MTV, was the one that had Neil Patrick Harris as
really
doing the voice of.
I vaguely remember this now. Vaguely.
And I should say, Spider-Man, the new animated series, which is it's always bad when you name your thing the word "new" in the title because it becomes old as soon as you're done. Lisa Loeb was Mary Jane Watson. Ian Ziering was Harry Osborn. Keith Carradine, J. Jonah Jameson.
Keith Carradine? Really?
Keith Carradine.
I must not remember this one.
Was Kurt Connors, the Lizard. Jeremy Piven was Roland Gaines. Michael Dorn was Kraven the Hunter. Michael Clark Duncan was Kingpin.
What?
Yes.
Michael Clark Duncan was Kingpin in that movie,
he was,
too.
And then he did the voice. Keith David as FBI agent Mosley. Jeffrey Combs. Clancy Brown.
Jeez.
Virginia Madsen, James Marsters, Harold Perrineau Jr., Ed Asner, Gina Gershon, John C. McGinley. I mean, I want to stop as soon as I get to names that are
insignificant.
Yeah, but you haven't done it yet. These are all names I know.
Ethan Embry, Tara Strong, who does all sorts of.
She does.
Ethan Embry. He's Papa Giorgio from the third.
He is Papa Giorgio.
Yeah.
And he's in one of the more recent episodes of the new Twilight Zone. That's actually pretty good.
Oh, cool. Yeah, he's great also on Grace and Frankie. If you guys haven't seen him on there.
Yes.
It's one of the sons. Anyway, well done, Trey. You've done it. Yeah. Congratulations. Coverville@gmail.com, and well done. Say hi to Memphis for us. All right. Brian Dunaway, that was a good fight. It was a good fight. We went down to the wire there. I
can't believe there were so many, though. Now I feel like I've missed part of history. I consider myself a connoisseur of animated MTV greatness.
I think HBO Max has all this stuff, doesn't it now? Right. HBO Max, I think.
Right. God, that'd be great, right?
Yeah.
That'd be a good place to see it all.
I think so.
I'm sure it's probably not going to hold up.
Some of it.
No, and I'm guessing a lot of it because it never went anywhere, probably is kind of crap. Like,
Yeah.
I've just learned how to do animation. I've got a show on Liquid Television or short.
Let's see if I can find it actually. Let's try. What's one of those series? Undergrad, was it called?
Undergrads, yeah.
Oh, man. No, they don't have it. I figured it was because it was Viacom and MTV because we're seeing a lot of Viacom stuff on HBO Max. Thought maybe it would be here. But they've got a ton of
surprised it's not on Pluto.tv. That's the Viacom's little arm of streams.
They got Squidbillies.
I never could get into Squidbillies, which is not Viacom.
You know why? You know why you couldn't get into it?
It's hillbillies, and I don't think Ibbot could handle it.
I can handle it.
It's hillbillies with squids in it.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's the weirdest, most ridiculous thing ever made, and people should watch Squidbillies.
I still like Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah, it's always good.
So if I'm watching something late night on the Adult Swim, that's usually it.
Yeah, that's also on HBO Max. So you can watch all of those, and they got the Space Ghost Coast to Coast business on there. They got
how's that held up? Because I mean, back in the day, it was the best.
I think it holds up. I mean, holds up in it depends on what you mean by holds up. Like they continue.
It's a talk show that was about somewhat current events from the time, somewhat.
Yeah,
kind of was it? I mean, I know that. Hold on, I just got. Oh, okay. He messaged me in Discord. Totally cool.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
Was it? It wasn't really newsy kind of. I mean, I guess it was celebrities promoting their current projects.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was kind of current, but not necessarily always.
Well, what? So the Brack spinoff was not that though. That was just like a weird show, and I loved the Brack show.
That Brack show was amazing. Yeah, it was actually superior. I mean, really. I
agree. And Brian, I know you like Brack because you use him in your avatar all the time.
Yeah, he's been my avatar forever.
I love Brack.
I want to go find streaming Brack. Where can I find it? Brack
That's
show
a
streaming.
Really good
Let's see if we can just get
Brack
it.
Show.
Daily Motion has whole episodes. Maybe I'll go watch them.
Yay, Daily Motion comes through again. Thank you for your illegal videos. We appreciate you very much.
Oh, really?
There's a few of the. Oh, Adult Swim has it, and you can just watch them for free on their site. So
I don't have to go to.
You don't have to do anything. You don't have to pay for it. I'm sure there's commercials between them, but not that big a deal.
Well, yeah. About what you're gonna do.
Well, Dunaway, here's hoping that you do not have the Rona, and please keep us informed, will you?
I'll keep you up to date.
Yeah, and let us know how the test itself goes. That's fun show content. So.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for the Q-tip up the nose. I can't wait.
Yeah. What if they? Hey, what if they tell you? I'm sorry, sir. We need to give you the urethra test we do now. We put a swab.
And I'll say, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And then they'll hear my car peeling out. That'll be the best.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have the Rona.
Yeah.
I know, right? I'll see everybody in 2 weeks.
You don't want to swab up the chute. That's not your.
I'm
jam?
good. I'm good.
All right. Seems
Good.
like you wouldn't
Now
want that
I'm good.
either. It's Brian Dunaway, everybody. He is an amazing human being, and you should follow him on Twitter. The Brian Dunaway, so not Mr. That's Mr. Scott Fletcher. This weekend we're doing Film Sack, and we're doing what movie? I forgot.
We're doing.
Oh, jeez.
Another three. It's a something 3. It is Thing the Third.
Thing 3.
I'm pulling it up right now. The Thing Third.
Jaws.
It is not Jaws 3D.
No, not Jaws.
Second, was it a series?
It is not. It is Karate Kid 3.
Oh yeah,
that's right. Karate Kid 3.
Oh yeah, we've been kind of dreading this one a little bit. So
Yeah.
Oh, not
I'm
me.
actually looking forward to it.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah, Ibbot hyped it up for me. I was as well, like, and then Ibbot's all like, "Yay!" and I'm like, "All right."
I'm slightly
no,
nervous.
It's garbage. Don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
Oh,
But but it's a flower shop now, and
yeah.
Elizabeth Shue is nowhere to be found, and
Hey Danielson, did you make that bonsai tree yourself?
Mm-hmm.
right, yes. And not the one with Hilary Swank. That's
Hey, wait a minute! I just realized Elizabeth Shue takes off in this one for the third one. In Back to the Future, Elizabeth Shue takes over in the third one for the
she
girlfriend.
took over in the second one. Didn't
Oh, did she
come
in 2? I always forget what's in
Didn't she
2.
two?
I think you're right,
Yeah.
Ibbot. I think it was 2.
Oh, okay, that's a good point. Does this
Yeah,
one? Does this one have the kid from Cobra Kai? Or not kid? He's old now, but that guy, the blonde.
Billy Zabka.
Yeah, is he in there in 3?
That's a good question.
I think he's been all of them at some degree, right?
Well, his coaches.
Well, they always end up doing the. It's hard to say because. But they always do the recaps, and that's what always confuses me. Because the beginning of 2, they recap the end of 1.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So you see him for like a hot minute in YouTube, and then they go off to.
But no new content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No new content.
Not at all listed for Karate Kid 3.
Okay.
But so sweep the leg's not in there.
To get a body bag.
But the coach who tells him to sweep the leg, that dude's back. He's in there.
That dude's back.
Okay, good. Thank
Martin
goodness.
Cove is back.
Thank goodness. What the hell are we doing right in this world if we don't have Martin Cove?
Right.
Dunaway, it's always a pleasure, man. Take it easy and stay safe. Stay safe.
I'm gonna stay safe.
All right, stay safe. Bye. All right, he's out. I'm sure it's nothing. Dunaway's been very careful. I don't think he's. I mean, yeah, if you come in contact with somebody and you can't control that, I guess, but I don't know, man. I feel like he'll be all right.
I think he's gonna be just fine.
I'm gonna do one news story. Okay, just one.
Okay, sure.
So here's this.
You need to read this, sir. You need to read it now.
This is the news, and it's brought to you by.
I'll read it now, I promise. Adams Family Gaming. We are Mike and Logan, a father and son team working together on D&D character designs to inspire as well as add a bit of fun to your gaming session. Please visit us at adamsfamilygaming.com. That's ATOMZ familygaming.com or etsy.com/shop/Adams Family Gaming. Again, with a Z, not an S.
Yeah, not like the doot.
And not Adams either. Yes, Atoms. ATOMZ Family Gaming.
Good mention there.
Clarification.
All right, we got a story about a woman. This is great. It's short, sweet, and to the point. A woman was bitten by a shark while on a day off from filming a documentary about sharks.
Oh, it's Shark Week for her. Yeah.
29-year-old bitten by a shark on the far north Queensland coast after where she was filming a shark documentary. There's not a ton to say here in the document, but there is video. Let me just play a tiny bit of this.
Oh, God.
I can't get it.
It's my day off. Leave me alone.
For some reason. Yeah. I'll film you later. All right. It's like
Can we do this tomorrow?
Let's see. It's a news lady.
Snorkeling off the far north Queensland coast. Jordan Fabris joins us live from the 9 newsroom. Jordan, how's she doing this afternoon?
Good afternoon, Wendy. Well, she's in remarkably good spirits given what unfolded on the Great Barrier Reef this morning. The 29-year-old was airlifted to the Cairns Hospital just a short time ago and is now undergoing extensive and specialist treatment. Paramedics have said she is in a stable condition, but her injuries are significant. They are understood to be some deep lacerations to her lower left leg, as well as a possible fracture.
Jeez, the shark really had its way, man. Sheesh.
No kidding.
Watch out for those sharks, you guys.
Wow. And good afternoon. Good afternoon to you too.
Yeah. Those are
the rash cleared up.
Those are fancy Australian accents. You know what I mean? I'm used to the one like you do, which is a little more guttural and sort of,
exactly.
Hemsworthy.
Theirs are far better, far more authentic too.
I notice Hemsworth's he's advertising a fitness regime a lot on Instagram.
Oh, really?
And, where he's like going, the whole program. It's like just all this crunchy, squatty stuff that you got to do. And it's, I don't know what it costs. You pay per month or something, but it's something him and a dude did together. And, I think
I want to look like Thor.
I mean, he seems like the guy you'd take the word of when it comes to fitness, right?
Yeah, right.
That dude's jacked. Oh, it's an app now? Is it an app? Okay. That makes sense.
Huh.
Chat room says it's an app. There's an app for it.
I'm doing the new Drew Carey fitness regime, a fitness program.
I think that's just called a tight sleeve around your gut, inside of your gut. I think he had
getting spayed and neutered.
Does he still do that? He doesn't still do that, does he?
I think he does.
Does he?
Yeah.
No.
I haven't heard of him not doing it, so I'm thinking he still must do it.
Well, because it used to be, what's his name who did it?
Bob Barker.
I didn't know that.
You mean is he still doing? I thought you meant is he still doing The Price is Right? I think he still is doing the Please Have Your Pet Spayed and Neutered. I know he did at the beginning when he took over that show. I don't think
he totally should.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't watched that in ages.
If you can't ever associate a Broyhill couch and an Amana radar range with having your pet spayed and neutered, what kind of world do we live in?
I love how you went right to brands that I only associate with The Price is Right.
Right.
That's some special kind of connection you got there with that. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Tom will be here, a little tech talk, and we've got recommendals after that, so stick around. Before all that, though, a song from Brian.
Yes, we're going up to Montreal. Now, this is a cool one because these guys came up in my new music mix.
This is...
Whoops.
Are you there? Clear the road and clear the air here, there, and everywhere. I said that many, 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 many times.
You couldn't do that before.
You've improved on perfection.
This is the morning stream. I'm bleeding to death. Humor me.
All right, we're back. That was very cool.
Yeah, that's once again, that's the band called The Dears, Dears, from their brand new album Lovers Rock, which is the whole thing is really good. The song is called Heart of an Animal.
Awesome. By the way, a reminder, at the end of the show, we play songs usually requested by you at home, often covers. If you have a request, you can go to the website, frogpants.com/TMS, and request it right there. So if you want to get your music on.
That's the easiest way to do it.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, that's the only way to do it. If you send it via email or Twitter or whatever, I ignore it because it's too easy to lose in there, and I have one source that I use for that, and that is the form that's
right.
accessible from frogpants.com/TMS.
You guys have one job. Get it right.
That's right. Get it straight.
Get it straight, you big dummies. All right, time for us to bring our old pal Tom Merritt in. Here's this.
With the computer, as with any tool, the concept and direction must come from the man.
That man is let's say current host of the upcoming Current Geek Chronicles and, of course, the Daily Tech News Show, Mr. Tom Merritt. Hello, Tom.
Yes, you can make me the host of Current Geek Chronicles by giving $37.50 to support.currentgeek.com.
To be exact, we need this much money to fund the thing.
Yeah.
We're beyond excited about this thing, and things are looking good. But if you haven't checked out the Kickstarter, please do support.currentgeek.com. We'll keep mentioning it. I've got some cool promo audio to play in today's show. We're getting close though, and we're getting excited. So
yeah, big thanks to the 312 people who have. The rest of you,
come on now.
You're not so good.
Get your crap together. Tom Merritt is here as he is every Wednesday to talk about the world of technology and what is popping off in tech today before the Daily Tech News Show. Tom, what has shown up on your news feed?
The Peacock has shown up.
Indeed it has.
Yes, it has. Have you talked about that much?
A little, not much.
Only a little bit, yeah, just in what the different price levels, but not really so much as to what it offers or anything like that. So good to have you talk about that.
That is one interesting thing. They will be giving you like brand new originals. Brave New World is a Peacock original, only available on Peacock. If you want NBC shows like This Is Us, let's say, it will be available a week after it airs for the free users, and the next day for those who pay for one of the premium tiers. There's also no Roku or Fire TV apps.
That's weird, right?
Are there going to be? Is it just a matter of they're saying that we don't?
I guess what I should say is they are not putting their Roku and Fire TV apps in the Roku and Fire TV stores because they can't reach deals with Roku and Amazon on that. This has become the new thing. HBO Max has the same thing. HBO Max not available on Roku and Fire TV because what happens is anybody can just put the app in the store and take the 30% cut. Mm-hmm. But what these companies like to do is create rev share and marketing deals. So you get the platform to kind of drive signups and you share a little bit of that revenue with them. You do some marketing. So when you're in the Roku, sometimes you'll see ads show up for stuff that's usually a commitment to spend money with Roku's platform. And in turn, Roku will do some internal promotions. It gets all very wonky, but to have those deals, you have to agree on them. And you're not getting agreement between the platforms and the channel makers because mostly it seems like Amazon and Roku want these new services to be part of their channel. Of course, Amazon has Prime Video, and they want to offer things through that. So you can add on CBS All Access, you can add on Stars to Prime Video. They want folks to be part of that plan. Roku has a similar thing. You may not realize the Roku app offers paid add-ons as well, like Showtime and Stars, etc. And HBO Max and Peacock are like, yeah, no, we don't really want to do that. We want to control the user relationship all to ourselves. Thank you. And Apple's been fine with that. Apple also offers the ability to be an add-on channel to Apple TV, but they, in this instance, have been more hands-off. I'm like, hey, you don't want to do that. That's cool. We won't make you do that.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm trying to think how this will affect me. I guess I don't have a Roku anymore, so no problem there. And HBO Max is still not on Fire TV stuff either, right? I think that's
neither one of them, HBO
that,
Max
yeah.
or Peacock, either one.
So that's weird to me.
Neither is the red on air light.
Oh crap! Did someone say it? I missed it.
Tom said it first.
Dang it! All right. Sorry. Whenever we just miss something someone else says, we have this joke about red on air lights, and it's a long story, but the chat room knows what we're talking about. Anyway, well, that's cool. So if you have a chance to mess with the freebie stuff at all, or give a shot with the service itself, and
I downloaded it this morning and paged through. I really haven't watched anything on it. I think what I see some people criticizing it for, but I find kind of interesting, we'll see if it works, is that it presents itself differently than a Netflix. It's got a section called Browse that would be what you would expect. Here are, featured shows, and there's a TV shows submenu and a movies submenu.
Stripes.
And all of that stuff. But they bring you also into a kind of a grid schedule where they have more of a Pluto TV type presentation, including a 24-hour streaming Today Show channel.
Oh, wow.
That isn't just the Today Show on repeat. It's like people from the Today Show doing different content than you get on the Today Show. There's also a Saturday Night Live channel that's just constantly showing you episodes of Saturday Night Live. I kind of feel like that could be more interesting than people think. It's not that interesting today, maybe, unless you're interested in today. But when you have the Olympics, I think that's where a lot of the Olympic coverage is going to be. Premier League soccer over the weekend is going to show up in there. So I don't know. I think it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I do too. I didn't think about the Olympics thing because for as many as Olympics as I can think of in the last 10, 12 years, my big complaint or request has been, hey, can I get more of this stuff streaming somehow? And there's been little bits here and there, and there's stuff you could do. But this seems like a real opportunity. But now we're facing an Olympics that will be for sure delayed, if not, who knows?
Well, it is delayed. It's delayed till next year.
Right.
Which is bad for Peacock because this entire launch was scheduled around the Olympics.
Yeah.
The Olympics were supposed to be starting in the next several days, and Peacock was going to be the big launch that was part of that.
Yeah.
And you would be able to go to Peacock to watch a bunch of the Olympic stuff. And that is not going to happen now. They do have a Road to 2020 channel, or I guess it's Road to Tokyo. It's not 2020 anymore because it's happening in 2021.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I guess we'll see what happens. I'm excited that they offer a fairly robust-looking free version of this. That way,
the free version. I mean, it has ads, but it has most of the stuff. I was surprised. I think the count. Let me find the exact count. But it's got a majority of the stuff. 13,000 hours of programming on the free tier compared to 20,000 hours on the paid tier.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have full back catalogs of all the shows, but you've got a lot of them, and you got a lot of movies. And you, like I said, you're getting your broadcast stuff. You're just getting it on a longer delay than you would if you paid.
I was making a list yesterday of all the subscription services I have. I think that's smart to do once in a while, by the way, folks out there. Just go do it. Whatever it is, it's World of Warcraft, it's Hulu, it's whatever monthly thing you're paying. Make a list once in a while to remind yourself what you're actually putting out into the world.
Are you still using that? Are you still watching Showtime?
Yes.
Or are you still?
Is it still valuable to you in the way that you thought it was? And if not, maybe cancel it. But I wrote down Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, Disney Plus, Apple TV Plus, and realized, I don't know if I want to add another thing, which is a nice, it's nice to have that choice, but I'm glad that this Peacock thing is mostly there for free with some commercials so that I don't feel the pressure.
Disney Plus, we all prepaid, well, at least I think you and I prepaid for it.
Yeah.
for a few years in advance. So I don't count that among my monthly payments because it's not like I could cancel it and not pay for it.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah,
you paid for it.
Yeah, exactly. That's a really good point.
I mean, you'd cancel it. It wouldn't cancel till the end of the part you paid, right?
Yeah.
Right.
In this house, that is currently the Hamilton Network. That's what we call it here at the house. The Hamilton.
Has it been on replay a couple times since?
24/7 Hamilton.
Kind of the thing you want to see.
I think what's funny is, well, not funny, but what's interesting is this battle between Roku, Amazon, HBO Max, and Peacock is about the customer relationship. And I think Roku and Amazon have the upper hand. I think there are more people on Roku who are going to shrug their shoulders and say, well, I guess I won't get Peacock. I guess I won't get HBO Max. Then we'll switch to another platform in order to get those. And that's because even though we got exactly what we wanted, for years, people complained, I don't want to have to pay the cable company for everything when I'm paying for stuff I don't want. Well, you got it. Now you can pick and choose. People are like, I don't want to have to think about all the options and pick and choose. And that's what Amazon and Amazon and Roku and Apple TV are trying to do for you, is say, we'll collect everything in one place for you. So you'll have one bill. You'll be able to easily go in and see what you're paying for and cancel things and add things. And it'll make things make a lot more sense to you. It'll consolidate everything. But that only works if they get everybody to play, and not everybody wants to play yet.
Well, there you go. I guess we will find out soon whether they will play or not. But today we'll talk about Peacock and many other topics of interest to the tech world on the Daily Tech News Show. That's at 2:30 Mountain Time today. That's Wednesday. That means I'm on with Sarah and Roger and, of course, Tom. Very excited about that. Tom, anything else we should mention here before you blow out the door?
Let's see. I'm checking now. No one has given $3,750. If someone could get on that, support.currentgeek.com.
Yeah.
No, in all seriousness, this is one of the best things I've ever done. It's going to be so fun to listen to. It's been so fun to work on, to the point we've allowed ourselves to work on it, on blind faith. So we're counting on you to make that faith worth it. So please, if you haven't checked it out, go support.currentgeek.com.
Yes, please. Support.currentgeek.com. Tom Merritt, everybody, Ace Detect on Twitter. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you a little bit later.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah, we're excited. 16 days left. We got to do this. Let's do this.
Cool.
It's going to be good.
Do it.
All right. Recommendals. Sweet. Let's do this.
Recommendals and lots of them.
Oh, yeah. Brian brought plenty of content today.
That's right. And it's funny because I stopped at 4, although I actually have 2 more on my list that I will recommend. Well, we missed a week because of last week.
Oh, right. They're piled up. I forgot.
And,
good point.
And right now we figured out that we can actually binge 2 series of a show at a time if we use picture-in-picture. So it's really, really handy.
They're not really doing that, are you?
No, we're not really doing that.
That would be
we watched
insane.
Homeland seasons 5 and 6 simultaneously by using picture-in-picture.
Amazing. All right. Well, here's some theme music for this somewhere. Here we go. In lieu of Nicole's presence today, she had an appointment. We will carry on without her and do recommendals, stuff from streaming services that we like and we want to recommend to you fine folks at home. We always start with Brian, and it's a long one today. So we're starting with Brian, and we're going to start with our first clip. Any setup here for what we're doing?
First one is a Netflix series.
Netflix series. Here it is.
We need to break up.
You said you wouldn't judge me.
Not really break up. We need to pretend to break up in order for you to win the election. Right now, you and Astrid are splitting the sympathy vote. I'm going to confess that I cheated on you. It'll be a scandal. You will dump me, and everyone will feel sorry for you. I've cleared it with McAfee and James. They think it could gain you 6 to 9 points, depending on how magnanimous you are about the whole thing.
But everyone will hate you.
I love you. This is what love looks like, Peyton. This is what sacrifice looks like. This is what it takes to change the world. I am your first lady today and always. But there are rules.
Rules?
Okay.
Didn't we do this one? I thought we did this one.
Apparently, the chat room is saying we did. I thought that I put this in there before. Oh, no. You know what? I left them in there from 2 weeks ago. I thought I added them last week. So good. All right. Well.
Okay. Yeah. This is so great. You still recommend it, though. You still recommend it, is what you're saying.
I still recommend it, The Politician. And I also still recommend 3 Identical Strangers, which was the second one in the list today. Let's jump right to number 3. I know I haven't done on this one because we just finished watching it.
Fair enough. Here we go. All right, so everybody, that's a reminder to see that other one. Okay, that's all. That was a good thing. All right, here's
It's a recommendal.
Recommendal. Here's a recommendal.
All right, two things first. I don't give a shit who you are. And somebody up here's got a thing for chopping off third-class dicks. Now look. Yeah, I'm looking. Here's the thing. Rules. I don't see everybody who was at the fight.
This is everybody.
Melanie, this is ridiculous. No one from first class has ever been charged with a crime.
Oh.
You should thank her for that. She keeps the borders tight. She keeps the rabble at bay. And she keeps first class above the law. But Mr. Wilford's doing things differently this time.
Is that the new Snowpiercer series?
It absolutely is. Yeah, and that's Daveed Diggs, who you just saw in Hamilton as Jefferson, wearing his Prince lookalike suit.
Yeah, and Lafayette as well. He's both
Lafayette
those characters.
Yep.
Yeah, he's great. He is a high point of that production. He's amazing.
He really is. He commands the stage when he's on it.
Yeah.
So Daveed Diggs right there is Leighton, Jennifer Connelly as the head of hospitality on the train. 1,001 cars in the TV show, just like in the original graphic novel, as opposed to 101, I think, in the movie.
Yeah, I think that's right.
This is on Hulu. No, I'm sorry. This is on TNT, but you can watch it through. I think you can watch it through the TNT app to see it.
Okay.
It's really good. I actually liked it better than the movie, and I thought the movie was really good. The first half of the season is a lot of class setup and character development. The second half of the season really picks up and just goes nuts and is really, really good. So you do want to watch the first half, but keep in mind that it gets even better in the second half.
Well, you know me, this is 100% a series for me, so I just need to.
Post-apocalyptic.
And I'd love the movie, and I really like the graphic novel it's based on, and so I'm all in on this. I just needed to see it. I wasn't sure where it was, but TNT makes sense. I'll check out their app and see if I can get it.
Yeah.
All right, now Brian's
Bong
fourth.
Joon-ho, but he did not direct.
Now your fourth, although now we'll call it your second recommendation.
My second, yes.
Mm-hmm. Let's play it here. Here you go.
Wait! Stop! There's a bomb in the cake. Don't worry. I used to be a bomb guy. Everyone stand back!
Oh my God! Try out! You son of a bitch! You ruined my plans!
Sarah, the sister of the bride, and based on her accent, from origins unknown. I'll take her dead or alive.
Put the weapon down.
Fine. Then it's to be hand-to-hand combat then.
Oh my God! Niles!
Okay. That sounded like, what's his name?
Andy Samberg.
Andy Samberg. And the girl sounded, don't tell me, the girl sounded like...
You're going to say it's doing her Zoya the Destroyer. It's Annie Adderall from Community.
Yes.
But it's not her.
It's not her? Okay.
It's not Brie.
It's not Brie Larson.
Well, certainly not Brie Larson.
Brie the blonde. Brie Hemsworth. Brie Donovan.
Oh my God, I'm completely blanking on her name. Anyway, it's
Franklin.
not Allison Brie. It's not Allison Brie. Who's a brunette? No, that is the mother from How I Met Your Mother, Christine Milioti.
Oh,
and
okay.
This is a brand new Hulu thing called Palm Springs. It's a brand new film. It's also got J.K. Simmons. You heard Peter Gallagher there with one line. The best description I could give this: what if you met Phil Connors from Groundhog Day after he'd been going through Groundhog Day about 1,000 times already?
Oh, like we're already that far in.
Right, as opposed to a brand new somebody experiencing it for the first time.
Okay, so instead of I sure as heck fire remember you, you're way down the point where he's
right, exactly.
Okay.
You're already into day 1,000 where he's learned to play the piano, he's saved the kid from the tree, and he's memorized all the answers to that one episode of Jeopardy.
Interesting. I mean, is that's the concept here? Is he's stuck in some loop?
That is as much of the concept as I'm going to tell you so far.
Okay.
Because I think going into it and only knowing that much information is ideal.
Yeah. Saw some reviews for this, and they said they were all positive, and they just said this is a very strange movie.
It really is. Yeah. It's a very quirky. I don't want to go so far as to say it's as weird as like The Lobster, but maybe as weird as things like, as weird but better than things like Downsizing or.
Downsizing's a good comparison. Probably.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot funnier than Downsizing was.
Okay.
And it's really well done. And you know what? I am completely sold on Andy Samberg. I thought in the early SNL days that he kind of was that he had one thing he was really, really good at, but between this and Brooklyn Nine-Nine and the Lonely Island stuff, he's becoming a force to be reckoned with in comedy. So
yeah, he's great. I like that guy. I like Hot Dog. I still like Hot Dog. Everybody
I forgot about Hot Dog. I've never seen it, but I need to. Yeah.
Hot Dog's great. Dumb and great.
So Palm Springs just popped up on Hulu and is for sure worth checking out.
All right. You haven't let me down yet, so I'm gonna keep going down that path, and I'll eventually get to that one as well. All right. I have a couple of recommendals myself. One doesn't have a sound clip. I just want to mention it because for some reason I got all wrapped up in it, and I must know how it ends. I don't even like reality TV, but on Hulu, I ran into a TLC series, and that series has had me completely hooked like a train wreck, but also I'm actually really rooting for these girls. So there's this show called 1,000-Pound Sisters, okay? And it's about these two sisters in Kentucky who are, between the two of them, 1,000 pounds. One is 400 and something pounds. The other one's 60 something. The way the math works out, it's almost exactly 1,000 pounds. And
406 and 605, it looks like.
Yeah, there you go. And their whole gig is that they're kind of, they play off the fact that they're Southern and got funny accents and they're goofy and they live in a goofy life and all of this. But they also have a YouTube channel. This was probably how they got discovered. And the one sister, Tammy, is just enormous and can barely get around. She's like one step away from bedridden. And then the younger sister, Amy, is not as big, but pretty big. And they're both being warned by doctors and everybody else, hey, you're probably going to die. And you're only in your like early 30s. Like, this is bad.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And so it's all about them trying to change their lifestyle, eat better, live better, work out, all that, and get to a place where they can have this doctor approve them for gastric bypass surgery. And just kind of the process of getting there. It is everything you think it is. It is that crappy reality TV tropes.
Sure.
Lots
forced drama.
A little bit. Some of it's real.
Clever editing.
Some of it's real. She's really crying in this scene or she's really mad in this scene or whatever. But for the most part, there's a lot of that editing. There's pictures of them in the same clothes over and over, pretending like they're describing a thing that's happening to them right now in real time. But really, it's retrospect later. They've asked them these questions. Mm-hmm. So it's all of those things, right? And I normally abhor this stuff, but for some reason, I can't stop watching it. And I think it's partly because I'm not happy with my eating habits in quarantine time. I've been kind of lousy at keeping some of my goals. Watching this is a little like watching Cops or something. There's a catharsis in seeing other people do it way worse than I'm doing it.
It makes you feel kind of better that, well, I'm doing a bad job, but at least I'm not doing it that badly.
Yes. Because at least, I'm not 700 pounds. I'm nowhere near that. And for me, trying to just get rid of 30, they could lose 30 in a couple of days if they just stopped eating donuts, for example, because that's how big they are. So it just, I don't know. There's a weird, I'm getting kind of a weird psycho kind of catharsis out of it. But also, I'm really pulling for these ladies. I think their lives could be vastly improved, and they probably have already. This is a show that's already been on. I haven't jumped ahead. I don't want to know how they look now. Right. I just kind of want to follow it along and see how it goes. I know it's trash TV, but you know what? I'm out. Like, I've got a bunch of artwork I got to get done right now for a project, and I'm on the porch at night with that running up in a little window on my tablet while I'm drawing, and that's fun throwaway TV. Okay, so there's that. Mm-hmm. But here's something I've really been watching and loving so far. Cool. It's not done yet, but that's all I'll hint at. So it's a series. Here you go. Whoops, that's a song. Hold on. Why didn't that play? Okay, there we go.
Mr. Mason, certain matters require discretion and finesse. That's the kind of thing you're good at. Wear your good suit.
This is my good suit.
You're a detective, Mr. Mason. It's a fancy word for a busybody, but yes.
It's very easy for you to break the rules, isn't it? And you never accept any help.
How about I have a look? You stay in the truck. Shut up.
Start the car!
How can we help you, Mr. Baggerly? Members of my church. An unspeakable act has visited upon them.
Kidnapping gone way wrong. Worst thing you ever seen.
What do you know what I've seen?
All right. Guess? You have a guess?
Well, it's Lithgow. I definitely heard Lithgow. People in the chat room have kind of revealed it to me, but it's got to be Perry Mason.
It is Perry Mason.
You've been really enjoying lately.
I like it a lot. It's rad.
Twitter or something.
It's very good. We may have talked about it on here a little bit as well, but it's really totally my jam. It's very noir, but at the same time, one of the maybe the most beautifully filmed show I've ever seen. The cinematography it's ridiculous. It's almost too much good. Like, it's so good. I can't believe how this thing is shot. Just the way it's shot is incredible. But this stars Matthew Rhys, the Irish actor we talked about the other day, who we didn't know was Irish because he has such a great American accent, but he's the dude from The Americans. He's the husband.
Okay.
He's great in this. Plays Perry Mason. If you're thinking, is this like that courtroom drama from the 50s with Raymond Burr and all that? It is based on those Perry Mason novels.
It shares the name, right?
But it's not anything like that show. In fact, there are some pretty violent moments in this. There's some sexy nudity business happening. But for the most part, it's like he's a investigator. He works for this lawyer who's played by John Lithgow, who is always good. He's very good in this. Juliet Rylance is very good in this. Who else do I like? Where's his name? I got to find it. Shea Wiggum. You know that guy?
Oh, yeah. Shea Wiggum from like Silver Linings Playbook and
good in everything. Never bad. He was
Right.
in a Fargo season. He's in tons of little TV bits here and there. Whenever he's in a movie or a TV show, I go, I don't know what this is, but I'm in because I really like that guy. Anyway, he's in it. He's fantastic in it. Matt Frewer is in this for a minute. He plays a judge.
Max Headroom is in it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, not very long, but he's in there. There's also some really interesting character actors that play different things. Robert Patrick, the T-1000's in this. I don't know when he got to be 1,000 years old, but he is really old now.
Sure.
Doesn't look like the T-1000 anymore, but he plays this really interesting character. It's so my jam. Some people think it's a lot of style over substance. I disagree. I think it's really compelling story-wise. And it's set in I should mention this. It's set between World War I and II. So it's old. Very era specific to that thing. So you're looking at like the 30s and kind of Depression era stuff and all that. It's fantastic. I think that thing will be up for a ton of awards, a lot of technical ones, including a lot of acting ones. It's great so far. I think we're only 4 episodes in, so there's still a bit to go this season. But if that sounds like your jam, it is absolutely my jam, and you might like it. So check it out.
Putting it on my list to start binging 2 or 3 days before the final episode.
There you go. That's how you do it. Yep. Brian's the smart one here. He knows what he's doing. Anyway, go check it out. You'll like it. Nice. All right. Yeah. That's it for recommendals. Hey, if you guys have your own recommendations, we're always open to those. Send them in to themorningstream@gmail.com. We'd be happy to take your recommendations and talk about them on the show. Before we get out of here,
it's a miniseries as opposed to an ongoing. So
I didn't know that. Is it ended season 1 and we're done?
That's what they're saying. It's unless this is a different thing.
This just says
this is being called a miniseries.
Oh, okay. 8-episode miniseries.
Did you mention? You didn't mention Stephen Root, did you?
Oh no, I forgot. Stephen Root's in this. I did not mention him.
Root, Lily Taylor. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, great cast. Stephen Root's a real bastard in this.
Oh, cool.
But good, but great.
Executive produced by Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed that completely. That's crazy. Yeah, but
August 9th is when the last episode, so I'll start watching it August 7th.
Skinny Pete's in it for a hot minute. From
oh, really? I
yeah.
think you mentioned that when we talked about this before. Yeah.
Yeah, and he fit right in. He was great. Anyway,
that's cool.
It's and also Skinny Pete is our age. Let that sink in.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's weird. Anyway, it's great. See it and tell me what you think about it. All right.
Will do.
Moving on. Just do a couple of quick emails before we get out of here. We got something from Murray, who says, I have an idea for your promotion segment where we can use the infamous P word. How about we call it TMS PMS, which is promote my stuff? That's pretty good.
Yeah. So TMS PMS?
Yeah, TMS PMS. What do you think of that? You like that?
I like it. Sure, why not? TMS PMS.
Yeah, TMS. The morning stream, promote my stuff, TMS PMS.
It's good that PMS doesn't stand for anything else.
No.
So it's one that we can just use for this.
Portable metal software. Picayune mother's semen. I don't know, whatever. It's all the things you want. But we're going to use promote my stuff. All right. Good idea. Thank you, Murray. Here's one from Theresa May, who says, so this isn't the Theresa May that was the British Prime Minister, right?
I don't know. Could be.
After all that Brexit mess, she's got stuff to say. Anyway, hi, Scott and Brian. This isn't totally a new project, so this is our chance to do a promotion here. And it might not fit your criteria for projects to promote. That's not true at all. This totally fits. Says a good friend and I made a podcast a couple of years ago. The show podcast was The Prisoner, the TV show The Prisoner. It wasn't streaming anywhere. Recently, I noticed The Prisoner is available on Amazon Prime. During the pandemic, people are looking for things to watch, so here goes. The podcast is called Be Seeing You, Watching The Prisoner. It's a irreverent beginner's guide to The Prisoner and a fresh look at the diehard fan of the show, although we're irreverent enough that some really hardcore fans may disagree with us on some things. Anyway, we also cover the 2009 reboot of The Prisoner on this podcast. Thanks for all the great podcasts, Theresa May. So if you want British Prime Minister Theresa May's podcast about The Prisoner.
The old Patrick McGowan 1960s giant white ball chasing number 6 down the...
Number 9.
That's right.
Yeah,
yes,
that whole
exactly.
thing. So if you want to listen to it, it's still out there. And again, it's called Be Seeing You, Watching The Prisoner. Finally, we got a request that I think we can accommodate, but Brian and I haven't talked about it. It's from Christopher, who says, is there any way you guys can put the song/artist info from your songs during the show in the show notes? Yeah, probably. I would just copy them out of wherever Brian put them and then put them in the show notes. That's fine. We could totally do that.
The other option for that, and big thanks to Iceworm for doing this, is that every day he not only puts the songs that we play onto a website, coverville.com/TMS, and then we've got archives for every year. So if you want to look at what was in 2019, you go coverville.com/TMS 2019. But they also have links. So you get a link to where you can buy it on Apple Music or Amazon or wherever. So
you know what I might do then? I may just link this in every single show note and just say, here's a link to all our music information.
Yeah, that might be the easiest thing. No sense in duplicating.
Yeah, let's do that. Although he's got some... This might be my browser. I have dark mode on my browser, and it's all effed up on the page for some reason.
Really, yeah. I need to get with him on... I need to actually set up some HTML templates for that part, because it's
tricky business.
It is tricky business. I mean, basically, he's just doing it as a typed-in thing, copy and paste, and yeah, it's
a little janky. But nonetheless, the info's there. I will link this, and then you'll be able to get right to it. So thanks for the message there, Christopher. We appreciate it.
Talia also did a giant spreadsheet of everything that I've played. God, if you could, if there's a way to link to that, Talia.
Oh, Talia, that'd be awesome. We would love that.
That'd be. And then instead of having Iceworm update this page, I just have him update that spreadsheet. Like we keep it as a source in Google Docs or something and source it somewhere else.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Just a public Google Doc type link is great. We could totally do that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you've made us think of a few ideas here, Christopher, so well done. We appreciate it.
For sure.
All right. Let's take our leave. A reminder. Oh, sorry. Programming note. And maybe tomorrow's show will be called There Is No PM on Friday. Friday's my birthday, and my wife has some plans for me, so I am taking Friday off in its entirety.
You're sure it's not just because you don't want to do a show on your birthday and have people go, "Happy birthday, Scott"?
Part of it is that because I do hate it. But
you do this on a show where we literally open the show with wishing happy birthday to half a dozen people.
Well, that's because I really like those people, and I think that they deserve it. And I'm just
really like you, and they feel like you deserve it.
I don't know. I'm just a chode. I don't think I need any. I don't need any reminders. But anyway, either way, but apparently the kids and Kim have some ideas. So they just said make sure you clear your schedule. So I'm not doing shows on Friday. There will not be a PM this week. And you'll all just have to live with it because it's my damn birthday. All right, that's the present I'm getting.
It's his birthday present from you. Is there will be no show on Friday?
That's right. There is a new Paper Mario game coming out that day. I'm not saying I may not be playing that, but
there you go. By the way, played Titanfall 2 for about an hour yesterday and loved it.
Isn't it great so far? That campaign is so good.
Mech. I love the interaction with the mech, and I just finished going and getting batteries for him, and now I'm driving him around.
Yeah.
So
Pilot Cooper, please retrieve the batteries and bring them back to me. Okay, BT, I'll get your shit and come back. And you know who the voice of Cooper is? That's
who's that?
Matt Mercer from. Well, you know him from. He does Critical Role. He's the DM for Critical Role.
Okay.
But he's also the voice of McCree in Overwatch.
Oh, really? Overwatch?
Yeah. So
that's awesome.
It's about time.
Noon.
High noon. Yeah, that's him. That's pretty cool.
Oh,
Anyway,
very cool.
And BT, man, you're just getting going because as time goes on, like you have to
really
bond with.
Attached to him, aren't I?
Yeah, you have to bond to your Titan in a way that, and it becomes really meaningful, like Iron Robot or Iron Giant levels of meaningful. It's so good. I'm so excited that you're playing it.
Cool. I'm having fun. Loving it.
All right, good.
Look at that, people. I've unwrapped it. I've played it.
Oh
and
my gosh.
all in one day.
That's in 24 hours of receiving it.
Yes, right.
Brian opened it. What?
Exactly. And started playing it. It's amazing. It's an amazing thing.
That's crazy. All right. That's it. Support us at patreon.com/TMS, please, if you would. Get all kinds of extras that way. That's patreon.com/TMS. themorningstream@gmail.com is our email address. You're also encouraged to use that as frequently as you want. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new show. Wendy should be back, and we'll have a good time. So be here for that. All right. Musical exit, Brian.
Yes. So we're doing an a cappella number here. TMS's own Trek Nerd requested this one. Daryl said...